love you, the next day I don't. You see, one day I love you because you're cooking and you cleaning, but the next day I don't. You see, one day I love you because you got a job and you making a whole bunch of money, but the next day when you got fired, I don't think I love you no more. You see, I love you because you went to school and you got all A's, but when you come home with the F on your report card, I don't think I love you no more. You see, but I'm so glad. I'm so glad that my God is not like that. Because when I was a wretch undone, he picked me up and he turned me around and he placed my feet on a solid ground. I'm so glad that I don't serve a God that just loved me when he had me with me. I'm so glad I don't serve a God that just loved me when he proud of me. But I'm glad that I serve a God that said, I love you when you're not doing what you're supposed to do. I love you when you see it. I love you when you can't even look at yourself in the mirror. I will love you. You see, what does love have to do with it? You see, as many of us, we understand that for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. You see, one thing about love is a given mentality. You see, love is a given attitude. You see, one thing about love, 1 Corinthians lets us know that love is not arrogant. Love is not puffed up. Love, you know one thing about love, you don't have to boast. You don't have to brag. You don't have to tell nobody what you done for them all the time. You don't have to tell them, well, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even made it out the hood. But love just simply gives and don't look for nothing in return. You see, it says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. You see, if I put a pin right there, I probably could preach for the next 25 minutes, because it simply says, for whosoever believeth in him. Pastor Scott, what are you trying to say? I don't have to do right every day of my life? No, because the Bible says we fall down, but we get back up. You see, when he lets me know that grace and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. He lets me know that when I ain't doing right, all I got to do is run to the throne of grace. But long as I believe that he's Alpha and Omega, long as I believe that he's the beginning and the end, long as I believe that he is Jehovah Jireh, long as I believe that he's a way maker, long as I believe that he's a way out of no way, I got the right to eternal life. You see, it says, for whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. You see, that lets me know that, God, you love me so much that you're willing to sacrifice for me. Yeah. You see, that's one thing about love. Love is sacrifice. You see, but some of us, we are not in love, we are in lust. You see, we're not really in love, we're in lust, because love will tell me, you know what, well, I think I'm in love, so if I'm in love, I'm going to get this man my rent money. Let me put a pin right there. If I love this man, I'll give him my rent money. You see, but if that man loved you the same way you love him, he wouldn't even accept your rent money. Oh, I wish I had some real folks in here with me this morning. You see, because if that man loved you like he said that he loved you, he wouldn't even want you to be out there like that. Because just when the 30th comes, the rent man gonna say, I want my money, and you can't say, well, I loved him so much that I gave him my rent money, because he gonna say, I love my apartment so much, it's time for you to get ready to go. So I don't have time to love you like that. Look at this. Some of us, we are not in love because love will sacrifice, but love ain't going to look for nothing in return, but love is going to make a smart decision. You see, and one thing about making smart decisions, some of us, we say, well, I'm so in love that he just swept me off of my feet. I'm so in love and he just treated me the right way. He touched me in the right spot. She whispered the right things in my ear. But when was the last time she showed up in church with you? Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to preach to the TV audience this morning. When was the last time he said, baby, come on, let's go get breakfast and go to church. Let's go get breakfast and go praise the Lord. Let's go get breakfast and go give thanks to the Father. You see, because if he really loved you like God loved you, then he would come and bring you to church. Listen, that's why you can't spend your time cuddling up on Sunday morning. You say, yeah, Negro, I love you for just a minute, but I got to go serve the Lord that really loves me because he woke me up this morning. He gave me breath in my body. He didn't let me get fired from my job. That's the kind of person I need to love me. That's the kind of love that I want in my life. I don't need a love to just say they love me. I need a love to show me that they love me. What's love got to do with it? You see, not only that, in the book of John, Jesus said, listen, what kind of friend, you see, what kind of friend is this that I will lay down my life for my friend? You mean to tell me Jesus not only did your father done something because he gave his son to the world. You see, but when the son got here, he was a prime example of what the father was. You see, because the son, the God himself, the father, he gave. You see, and when the son got here, he didn't get selfish and say, no, I'm not going to die for these folks. You see, yeah, I've been walking with them, God, I've been talking with them, God, but they don't deserve for me to die for them. But you know what he said? Well, God, this is a bitter cup, but God, I want to be in your will, God. God, not my will, but thy will be done. God, I know they don't like me, God, but still I'm going to die for them. God, I know they talking about me, but I'm still going to die for them. God, I know they don't believe in me, but still I'm going to die for them. God, I know they're going to be backslide, but I'm still going to die for him. Look at this. I'm going to the text. Pastor Scott, you just doing a lot of talking. Show me in the Bible. Listen, show me in the Bible. While we were yet sinners. Listen, while we were yet sinners. Oh, see, that gets so good to you. You see, while we were yet sinners. While we were yet sinners. Some of us still are sinners. But the fact that we know that Jesus sent his, God sent his son, and Jesus said, I'm going to die for him anyway. That's the kind of love I'm talking about. The kind of love that say, you know what, I know they still like to get high from time to time. The kind of love that say, I know they still like to drink from time to time. The kind of love that I know they still like to cuss from time to time. The kind of love that say, I know they like to fornicate from time to time. But I'm still going to love them because I created them in my image. I created them to do it in my way. I created them the way that I wanted to love them. I'm still going to love them.